Hello, my name is Zhatelier, welcome back to another episode of Valhalla Vanguard in Aurora 4X. And previous episode we spent a fair bit of time designing the sensors, and then we were also exploring a little bit, found a new system and such. But this time we'll just keep on going, and we should be getting another research soon, I think. Or was that the grav sensor? It might have been. And also the officers were kicked out. We're also located in... Oh. Hold on. Oh. Oh, never mind, we are actually doing the jump point survey. I was a bit worried there that... Are we actually exploring that? But no, we are exploring that. I was worried that one of the NPRs or something like that decided to find a jump point directly here. And I was a bit panicking already. Or halfway panicking. The Explorer 1 is going back to refueling in Valhalla, which is a bit annoying. Did he ever even... I think he explored one and then decided to turn around, so exploring all the surveying Moonin is just taking forever. We're gonna have to bring in a tanker over here most likely. Or something like that. Things to be at least slightly useful. Right, so I was going to go through some of the research here. We're gonna get the better missile warheads in July, so it's in 3 weeks. And then the fire control is gonna be done in August. Well, at least one of them. Okay, the ion drive is gonna be done in May next year. If we will get another research lab. We'll probably assign that to the engine research. Or we could assign it to the composite armor research actually to get that one a bit quicker. Because the engine research is going to be done in due time. If we get the better armor as well for the point defense ships, that would save us quite a bit of room for more weaponry and a bit extra fuel or something like that. And well, yeah. The armor is going to be 4 layers most likely. So it should be enough for at least against the precursor missiles for if any of them manage to get through the point defense. But if a lot of them get through, then yeah, it's going to be a dead ship. Anyway, so that is heading back. Explorer 6 is going back to Mir. Oh, the Fisherman shipyard has been modified or expanded. Just need to add in one more layer there, or level, and that's going to be done in December. Then we can start building the... Oh crap. I just realized something. We can't really do the... I'm going to assign that. We're going to make this into 10%. And we'll make this into 10% as well. We need to get the asteroid mining modules, so that we can build the asteroid miners a bit quicker. Oh, we run out of carbamide in Valhalla. That's slightly unfortunate. Have we actually managed to deliver any of the mines in... We have delivered one auto mine, which is producing 100... yeah, 100 units of minerals per year. I mean, it's not a huge amount, but it's certainly a decent profit, considering that each one of those mines takes, I think, or automated mines takes 240 minerals altogether. I mean, it's 120 uranium, 120 corundum. So in about 2.5 years, it basically has mined enough minerals to pay itself back. Not all of them is, of course, the same minerals, but you know, it's not too bad. In current speed, okay, neutronium is going to be the first one to run out. But even then, that's going to take probably quite a few years before it runs out entirely. Now, if we have a look at the mining production, okay, that's still 2 years away. And the turret tracking speed is next year, September. That's actually not a bad one. If we can get that one for the turrets that we'll be making, then we can save up a bit of room in the turrets themselves. Which, again, is more room that we can use for something else. Oh, we found more minerals in Gunnar. And we got the missile research completed. Quickly have a look at the surveys over here. That was in Moon 5. Decent. There's a lot of tritanium accessibility and decent accessibility for a lot of duranium. And there's oh, and there's also thorium with 96 million. Accessibility is only 0.6, but the combined accessibility is 2.5. So yeah, it can be worth it. There's certainly been pretty good accessibilities actually on not everything, but some of the things. And of course there's also a gas giant here. Now let me quickly have a look at the... Hold on, let's quickly check Alta. Did we find any gas giants there? Because I don't remember. We did. At least one. It doesn't have a good accessibility though. The B2, okay. I mean, we could get some whalers over there, but I think the next two that we're gonna get is best set in Nostran, because we got two of these with 0.9 accessibility. Let's send them to Nostran A1 first, mine that one, or harvest that one out entirely, and then we'll send to the other one with 7.7 million. Yeah, I think that's a decent plan. Also, alright, there was more thorium in this moon here. I had forgotten that. Let's keep an eye on this one. I mean, there's bound to be a lot of freighters going on, because all the freighters that we have are going through this system here. Currently, at least. Oh, another conditional order. Explorer 4 from Valhalla is going to refuel at Valhalla. So yeah, getting a refuel station around here would be very beneficial by explorations. Oh, we found a Nebula from Valhalla actually, and this one's called Snotra. Quickly refresh the map data, and I suppose what I could do is I could move it down here just to make a bit more room here in case there's extra planets that or extra systems that we find. Line up, save position. So the funny thing about Nebulas is that if you don't have armor on your ships, then your speed is very limited. For example, right now the Explorer 7 has 833 kilometers per second speed. Although this doesn't seem to be a huge system. So going through this distance, I mean, well, it's actually going to take a while with this speed. But yeah, there seems to be a lot of asteroids here. There's a few planets. Let's have a look what they have indeed. And then decide through that. Okay, open it in the background again. Oh, there is a colonizable planet here. A bit dangerous gases and low temperature. There's a gas giant. Some moons. Another gas giant with a lot of moons, and then there's some asteroids here. Interesting. Now I wonder, does that armor affect missiles as well? Because if it does, then actually it probably does. Ah, that's gonna be interesting. Well, we'll even up the days again. Just to get... Oh, actually we're going pretty fast in here, so it's not that bad. Oh, it's 16 hours, not 16 days. Okay, yeah, that... I misread that. Found more minerals in Gunnar, not huge amounts. So I'm not gonna go through all the details there this time. I'll just complete it in Freighter 2. Oh, right, right. Now I think what it's time to do. Well, you could use a bit of a rest here, but at the same time we need to get some of the construction factories up to Alta B5. Now I could take more colonists there as well if I want to, but at the same time we might be risking it a bit too much. So I'll just get the construction factories there first. And, well, not waypoints, task groups. Right, we need to go to Mir first, and then we'll refuel over there, repeat that 9 times. And then we'll go back to Valhalla. Right, that should keep them busy. And that gives us a little bit of manufacturing capabilities in Alta, so, which... Actually, is there... 2.2 million is the current limit. Yeah, getting more infrastructure there would be more beneficial right now. I mean, they have built a little bit by the looks of it. Yeah, the annual shortfall is something over there, so they are placing it down there. Right. And current mining is, okay, 468. There's enough workers for at least 10, well, technically enough workers for 15 more manufactories and such, but we'll start with the 10 construction factories. And then we'll probably... Honestly... We could start building one of the terraforming installations. Of course, there's not much minerals there for it. But we can keep on bringing more infrastructure, construction factories and mining facilities, or mines, meaning that we can then make sure that once we get one terraforming installation done, what we can then do is we can start increasing the oxygen levels, which should make the colonization efforts a bit cheaper, meaning that the same amount of infrastructure will actually house a lot more. Although, since the... well, it's probably going to take a while before it starts to have an effect. But we'll get started on that anyway. Even up to 8 hours, there we go, and now we'll just keep on going on auto turns, I think, until something happens. I mean, the fire control should be done next month. Found a bit more uranium in one of the asteroids in Gunnar, but nothing too great. Okay, there we go, we got the fire control. Oh, and the fleet commander, or fleet headquarters commander is actually having some health problems. Which means that we're going to have to assign a new one soon, most likely. And... right, so we got the fire control, we started on the EM detection sensors, but we can now start on designing the point defense ship. We'll go with Destroyer Escort. Rename this to Athean. Now, deployment time, I was originally planning for 12 months. So we'll put the 12 months there, we might lower that eventually. Sooner or later, but we're gonna go with that. We will need another jump dryer, but that is not gonna be in the point defense ships. These are going to be a lot more focused on the point defense aspect. Well, first of all, we'll add that there. We won't be adding the engines quite yet because, I mean, so basically we're missing so many components that we can't really do much about this, but we can at least have that there and have the ship design ready so we can add in stuff there whenever we get them. Like we just got that fire control. Actually, we're going to need a lot more of the fire controls now that I think of it. Okay, we got a garrison battalion. We'll start producing a new one. We should be able to get quite a few. I mean, we got one, and that has a lot higher defense than the... Well, it has about the same defense as the other groups had combined. So that's good. Or the old infantry had combined. Well, not quite, but close enough. Right, so next we're going to get that sensor actually, so there's going to be a lot of research done during this fall here. Oh! Double jump point. Now there's 2 jump points there. Interesting, so there's going to be plenty to explore. Well, we'll quickly even up the day again. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, Snotra, one of the asteroids has been surveyed. Some duranium and titanium. So yeah, we could probably get an asteroid fleet, or asteroid miner fleet, or fisherman fleet over here to get all the resources from the asteroids, but this is probably not going to be all that great place to be. Not right now, anyway. Mostly because of the speed is a bit of a problem. Right, so we got the EM detection sensor. That's the size 1. We started researching the active sensor for the anti-missile purposes. Okay, we got the... Oh, maintenance problem in... Which one is that? That's the Longboat 6. They still got maintenance supplies, so it's not the end of the world. But it is slightly inconvenient. Team skill upgrades for the team that is in Alta, I believe. It's been there for a while. Actually, I'm not sure if it's that one or not. I found more minerals in one of the asteroids here, but again, nothing too much. Oh. Found some more minerals in asteroids, but again, quite little. Oh, we got the tuck finally. Right, next we'll build at least one of the oilers. So we'll... Oh, right. Oh, right, we can just produce regular freighters if we want to. We probably will. We probably will. We'll put one of these. It's gonna take a while before it's ready. It's gonna be done in March. Not next year, but the year after that. In the meanwhile, how much fuel does the whaler fleet have? First of all, it's actually gone down a little bit. I mean, we are refueling from it quite a lot, actually, with the freighters at least. So I suppose that's fair. But I mean, there's still 8.7 million liters there, and it's producing over 5 million liters per year. It's not that bad. Just thinking, do I need to... No, I don't need to use the target yet, so we'll leave it at the shipyard task group for now. Maintenance problem in Auxilion, but... Okay, it still has 215 maintenance points, so that's just another one of the sensors. They tend to be a bit expensive to replace. All the survey sensors. And then more minerals at asteroids. Again, not too bad. I'm certainly hoping that we could find a huge amount of resources somewhere here, but I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. Low fuel for Longbow 3, not Longbow 3, Longbow 6. It's almost at Humir. What we'll do, just in case, is we'll add in... Yeah, you need to resupply. Resupply and overhaul. We don't need to worry about it anytime soon. Oh, there's the Explorer 1 heading back home as well. That's been out and outside the range of our... I mean, yeah, it started going off from here, but I mean... The jump points are not always the same distance away from the sun, so this one is just a huge system. Another lab is available. We'll assign that to the armor. So that'll be done in due time, and yeah, that's going to be done in May. The next fire control thing is going to be done in November. Oh, we've run out of Mercasium in Valhalla. We're running out of a lot of resources here, which is exactly the reason why we need to set up mining elsewhere. I mean, we got quite a few automated mines now. We've gotten 2 of the mines here, which means that we are producing a fair bit of things here. Vendora is the only thing that they don't have here, and we haven't done a survey here, so we might be able to find even more if we want to. Or if we are lucky. It's not about if we want to or not. Right, but let's keep on going. Another maintenance problem, and one of the longbows. That's longbow 4 this time, so that's the one in Valaskjold, isn't it? I mean, it's coming through Nostrand right now, but it's already heading back. Okay, more minerals in one of the... That's actually a moon in Snotra. And then the survey skill... Or one of the survey teams has some skill upgrades, but it's still taking a long while to survey the planet, whatever they are surveying. Okay, another research completed. We got the fire control for the anti-missile missile. And then we got the EM detection sensor size 2.5. Currently researching it. It shouldn't be too long to research that. The one thing that I should probably check soon. Oh, we got the 2 whalers now. Excellent. Right, I think what I'll do... Now I need to set up the TARC into its own group. So we're gonna detach that. It has a lot of fuel, but that's fine. Then task groups, shipyard, tractor, specific ship, tractor the Whaler 9 first. I'm gonna go to Nostrand, and I don't remember, was it A1 or A2? Check that real quick, I suppose. A1, okay. So we'll rename this one to TARC 1, just so that it's easier to keep track. It's a bit shorter name. Alright, so A1, move to, release tractor ships, go back to Shumir, grab the Whaler 10, go to Nostrand, A1 move to release tractor ships, and we can then combine the fleet manually, so it's not that big of a deal. And then move back to Shumir and go to Valhalla. I don't think we'll need to refuel right now. I mean, it's going to take a little bit of fuel, but it's not that much. Right, let's actually have a look at the Mir now, but we can see it in action. Because it's going to be slightly slower when it's dragging stuff, but it's still 1000 kilometers per second, it's not that bad. And the Explorer 3 has gotten back home, and it probably needs to do an overhaul and all that. It wouldn't hurt. I'll do that, but unfortunately we have actually run out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description, but other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.